Tubers, I'm back. My broken femur leg, I'm finally out of the wheelchair, and I thought it'd be kind of neat to give you guys a treat here. We're going to do a shop video, walk through, whatever, and a lot of good stuff to show you. I'll see what I can come up with here. And hey, check this out. I got the Best Rest Award, I guess. I got my snowshoes on, and I don't know if I won that Best Rest Award or not, but yeah, let's take a walk out to the shop here. So come on along. Oh, we got a dog in the window. Okay. Whoa, slippery. Careful. Don't want to break your leg again. And yeah, I thought I'd come up with enough stuff here to make it worth your while. And I got some tricks for you too. Tricks, tips, and some stuff maybe you'd be interested in and want for your own use. That's why I like doing these videos. But yeah, okay. Well, here's a look at the entire pan here. Here comes shop mascot. Hi, buddy. Wag your tail. Good. Okay, let's take a walk through here. Okay, we'll start with, here's where the outside air comes in, and the other hose right there. The red hose actually goes to the house. Where I got the old 1903 foundation, I have used the air chisel down there doing some work. So you just plug them in here, and you got air in the house. Bunch of old hoses hanging. Parts washer, that's filled with the mineral spirits right here. And I got a video on this thing. Any of you are interested in seeing what it's all about. The exhaust fan. Now, you can see on the floor here, we've been painting a lot of three-wheeler parts. And instead of cleaning out the body shop, because I don't want that overspray all over my crap down there, I use this end then. And exhaust fan right here. So we can just turn on just the exhaust fan over here. And open them louvers. I'll show you when I get over there. And then what it does, you got to have air in. So the louvers over there open up, and then you can pull the air out from here, and that way it keeps everything in line. You got that? Sorry, I'm not good at explaining crap. Security systems, whatever, storage. I can ring the alarm out there from here or in the house. It's all linked together. The house, 200 amp. We got 3/0 copper comes from the house into this, but really I only got a 100 amp breaker on the shop, but that's what controls this. It all comes in underground from the house, and then these tubes go all over the building, everywhere, so you don't have like big wires here, there, or whatever. I poured them all into the cement. So yeah, speakers for the surround sound. Okay, we'll move down a little more here. Hoist controls. And some tie wires for the projects I was hanging up here when I was painting things. And I thought I'd shut off the security. So you guys are probably wondering what's in the silo. Let's have a look. Now, a lot of turtle food. You'll always have turtle food in here, which is nice. But there's just nothing in here. It would be neat to use this for something. But see how much farther down that is. This shop, I got the whole shop 18 inches higher than it used to be otherwise. This would all be underwater actually in the spring. So I don't know, I got that on my shop build video. I got a little bit of that on there. So if you're interested, go check that one out. Okay, we'll come over here. Now the furnace, actually I had a new furnace installed. And that way, if I'm not out here for a week or half a week or something, you can run that energy efficient quite nice. And then I put that April air thing in myself, and that way you got humidity added to the air if needed. But the guys did a beautiful job on it. Real happy with what they did. Actually, I went to school with the guy that owns the company. Really cool people. Over here we got torque sticks. Them are for when you. They're made in Sweden, and they're made for when you put lug nuts on cars so you don't over-torque them without needing a torque wrench. The air hoist right there. That thing is sweet. I went through it actually a little while back to adjust the brake, and then so it's not leaking air when you got it in the neutral position. But you can take that, grab it off of there, and go upstairs. And then I got this big door here. That's all 5/8 fire code drywall. And you can hook it on the barn trolley, and you can grab stuff from down here, engine block, pop machine, whatever you want, throw it upstairs. And we get over here. We got some central vac. And taps in here. This is real nice for when you got chips all over here. You want to clean them up. Quick clean. Oh, and the central vac's hooked into this guy here too, right here for the grinder. And you can turn on that ball valve right here, and that activates the switch and then turns on the grinder thing. And what this is right here, that's a screen catch in there, or used to be in there anyway, for the girlfriend used to lose parts when she's away or wheeling them, and you got to go down the other end and grab them. Well, not no more. So it worked out good for that. I should probably go turn a few more lights on. Give me a second here. Okay, should be a little better lighting there for you, know. Drill press, I did a frequency drive on this a while back. Made some little brackets up to hold him up on the side there. Wired him in. I think that opened somehow. Yeah, like so. Nothing over fancy, but these are sweet if you ever wanted. I got a video on this thing. It's awesome. I like we can turn it right down for nothing for the speed, or if you want, you can sing it to it. And you got to change gears or nothing. It's great. And you turn it way, way down. Yeah, it don't have a whole lot of torque, but I've used it for tapping and stuff already too. And you got your reverse, all of that. But got a video. You want to learn more? Have at her. And we'll go over here. Battery charger. This is for the Cushman. I got the lithium batteries and thing now. I like to know what's going on, so I hung a meter out of there. Kind of a lazy guy technique, I guess you could say. But anyway, that has your voltage on it when you're connected in. And these are cool. They got a better one than this yet. They're your current meter to register how many kilowatts you're burning. And to charge the Cushman, it took 37 cents. So I guess that's affordable. But the charger is modified so I can get the correct voltage for a final voltage on charge for the lithium on the Cushman. Got a video on all this crap too, if you're interested. And then I got a timer on the Cushman too. A lot of times I just set it for 4 hours now for charge. And then it's done. And oh, air tools down here. Nothing overly fancy. What else would be of interest here? I get a lot of people bring me nice things, and this was from one of the customers. We do them a few extra little favors on their jobs, and all of a sudden neat things arrive. It's great. The books here. Oh God, I gotta tell you this one. Okay, electrical books. I know they're obsolete now, but see, back in '94, this is electrical right here. See the size of the book for the width? Let's go down here. Now check this out. Here's 2000. Now you have book number 1 and book number 2. So my fingers don't go quite that wide, but you get the idea. That's how much stuff has changed, advanced, and it definitely keeps you out of trouble staying on top of all that stuff. The interstate clock, or the interstate battery thingies, they give you them if you're a customer on them. And over here I got, it's a portable camera. This is cool. You can set it up in your house or anywhere you want on the premises and record and see what your dogs are doing when you're not home. It's fun. My ma gave me a little light years ago. Lights up my cabinets here. Nice at night. And all kinds of light bulbs, little trinkets here. Funnel idea, Denny 777. Help me on that thought. These spray bottles, these are sweet. If you need something for tire cleaner, they're great. Pump them up. They go like crazy. And yeah, this is for oily stuff. And yeah, other supplies down there for that. Chargers. And this thing is cool. I had my older ones down the other end, but I had a current limited power supply. This is really useful on so many different things. You've got to use your imagination, of course. But check it out. It's got look at the size of the cable going in for that. 30 amps, 70 volts it goes up to. But you can dial it way down and do some real fine stuff with it. It's awesome. What I kind of, once in a while, to give you an idea what I use this for, you got an intermittent problem. Customer car comes in, and you put the component, bench tested here, and you put the component on this, and if it drops out at, say 11 volts, it's a component to look at, because most stuff should stay locked in until around 7 volts, and if it kicks out at 11 or 10 and a half, whatever, it's something to examine a little more closely for your intermittent thing you're chasing. The lab scope, this thing's awesome too for testing stuff when you got the motor running on the car, or you're looking for whatever. I don't know how to describe to you folks, but it's a handy thing anyway for me to have. And then I got several different cables for adapters for my current limited here. Power comes out for that. Really nice sight glass now for the electric bench, for if you're doing wiring, you want to see a little better, whatever. Okay, go over here. German soldering station. My friend has one. It's my electronic buddy guru. It has one of these, and he let me use it one time, and oh my god, yeah, I had to have it. So Chilton's time saver, awesome piece to use. And then where these batteries for that skill twist stuff, they like 4 hours charge, otherwise you frazzle them. So what you can do is you set them up in here, and you do your 4-hour charge, and away you go. Well, anyway. Oh, here's a good one for you. I don't like to get dirt in anybody's motor, so I had to put a hospital valve on here so I can run my faucet. So then you never get dirt on your hands in a guy's motor. But you know what Pee Wee Herman said? Hey, I'm only kidding. So okay, I'll give you the rest of the story here. The valves on here, I'd go get another. They give them to you for free, but you got to go get another one. Every year, it seemed like they'd start leaking again, and it kind of ticked me off. So I went upstairs and I grabbed a bunch of crap, and I come up with a ball valve. Well, let's start with down here. This is a clutch fork for a Chevy starter, and this is the dog here that wants to be pet. Wag your tail. Good. Okay. Anyway, clutch fork for a Chevy starter, but I cut the one ear off on it. And then I got a little 1/8-inch rod coming up to it to work the ball valve. And I have never, ever replaced the ball valve. I did have to tighten up the packing nut one time, but that's all nylon stuff in there. But that thing works just great. Never had to piss with it again. This is from my coolant flush machine, where I could fill it right off of that and then operate it. But I got to give you the rest of the story here. This is great. My dad, he'd always borrow me stuff. It always seemed like whatever he borrowed me would break, because he knows Jeff will fix it or buy him a new one. No problem. So he comes over that one day and he wanted to wash his hands, and it don't work. And I said, if you broke that, you got to buy me a new one. So now he took his hand and he's pushing on it because he figures the splines were stripped on the valve. So I come over here and I go, well, let me try it, Dad. And I go, of course, while I'm stepping on the thing. So he grabs it again and he's trying it again and it don't work. So then I gave him the rest of the story. But I thought you'd appreciate hearing that one. It was kind of a fun day. A little bit of extra entertainment that you'd never be aware of. Oh, the dog's chasing the lights. Yeah. Any reflection. He chases lights and stuff. The Lincoln grease gun, this thing was awesome. I've over 10 years in the same battery. It's still good yet. But if you use batteries and charge them appropriately, stuff does last nice. Last nice. Something like that. Okay, this here, a vacuum pump my friend gave me quite some time ago. And that's for sucking solder off joints and stuff. And, kind of a nice little gadget. That's where I store that down there. The lithium battery, that's going to go in one of the security systems. I'm kind of done with the lead acid stuff. Well, I hope you're not bored yet. Anyway, everybody asked for a shop tour, so hope you're enjoying this, but let's press 1 and continue. Here, I don't have them on, of course. I was always going to do a couple of security cameras here. I thought it'd be kind of neat. And then I got carried away, and actually I have 27 of them. But you can watch them. Of course, I got them shut off right now, but you can watch them from in your office, in the house, wherever you want, or on the laptop here. And yeah, let's show you one here. Okay, let's go storage. And we'll go here and enable. And they're real tiny on this laptop thing here, but otherwise, yeah. And you can enlarge them. Oh, and you can zoom. It's kind of a nice setup. But yeah, when you don't hear from me for a while, this is the kind of crap I'm doing. Do you know how long it takes to hardwire all that stuff? A while. A little over a day. But, okay, coolant on tap, that's what I used to have here. It's the green coolant, and then everybody got weird, and we got all them different kinds of coolant now, so that's kind of almost a non-used item nowadays. Radioshack Phone, God, these were from the 80s, and they still work. I got a little LED up there, so if the phone gets bumped off the hook in the house, then I know. Yeah, you gotta find why the line is open. These go to the office for the radio, the stereo. You can turn it up and down right from here. Okay, the air compressor stuff. This is all monitored. God, you can't see with the sun coming in here. That's not good. Let's see if I can get a better angle. Of course not. How about 100 more lights? Oh, there we go. And this is all monitored from here. And this is actually what's down here for pressure and what's in the tank. Monoxide monitor right there. These intercoms, they go through the phone line. Radioshack, they're really clear, really nice. And I just went through them a little while ago, cleaned all the switches and everything, and now they're like new again. That's a heater for the compressor upstairs. By the way, I got a video on all this stuff here. And that's your heater for the compressor upstairs. When it gets to be like 0 or 10 below, I'll turn that on, leave it on a while before I, fire it up. Scanner, yeah, gotta have that. A lot of the shop guys always seem to like them. Spark plug tester. When I used to have my ignition scope, where I used it a lot years ago, you got something that looks sour on the ignition scope. Well, you can turn this on, and you can see how good the plug fires and look down the board. Now, a coil only fires when you release the wire off of it for the charge. It'll fire one time. So to get it to go like 10 grand, this is a key buzzer that I modified, and I got the mystery third wire coming out of it. So that's what the distributor is to make it go fast. And then you got another vacuum tap right here. That one gets used a lot for when I'm changing spark plugs in cars and stuff. I got an adapter right here where you can purge the bore out, clean any of the schmigmites out when you pop them out of the hole. And of course you clean real good around where you do pop them out of the hole. The regulator here, that's for air, for the air guns and for the air hoist over there. Alright, let's continue. Oh, maybe you'd like to... This is the control panel here for timers and whatever for the ventilation system on this end. I got a totally different one at the other end. But if you go into manual, this will open the louvers on this one right here and the one over there that you seen when I first came in. Now if you want, you can exhaust. You hit the exhaust here. You can put a timer on if you want, so it'll shut off when you want, but you turn that on and then you can run just that fan over there. And this allows the air and area to come in to enter right here. And then if you want, you can actually turn this guy on here. That'll add more air in here. And if you want the hurricane, hang on to your head. Okay, there, that's high. And you hit the off, or if you got the timer, everything all shuts down. And you got a nice ventilation system for if you want to do a little painting over in the corner, it's great. And then this lamp here shows that the system is on. These fans come on automatically. They're part of the oil stove. This is my free heat system. There's another fan back here that comes on with the thermostatic sensor. You got your high limit switches and sensors on everything. This tells me how much oil kind of is in the tanks upstairs. But I got a couple of videos on this thing, if any of you are interested. Kind of nice to keep for free. I have no idea how many hours I have in this thing, putting it together, and testing and R&D, but it is very efficient. You can see where the paint ain't burned down here. But I'm using pressure, not volume, to keep the burn clean. And this is your controls over here for that. Oil pump. This turns this setup on. It's like case backhoe loader pump. Really good for pumping the oil upstairs to the 250 gallon tanks. And change oil, dump the crap in here, hit the go button, and you're happening. It's out of your hair. Another sensor for the radio right there. And yeah, control right here. You can control the radio right from here, not going into the office. All right, let's get the chair out of the way. Oh yeah, this guy here, a friend gave me that years ago too. That I helped him out on a few body jobs and stuff, let him use a shop here. And gave me this thing. He said, oh, you might want some lights off of that or whatever. And I didn't tear it apart. I thought it was kind of cool, and I'm glad I did that now. And if you press the black switch right there, it activates the brake lights on them too. And that turn signal switch, that's like one I put on my Jeep years ago. It's really cool. And it did work just fine. It's kind of neat. So, thought I'd show you that. Well, there we go. Turned a couple more lights on so you can see better here. This is a tray I made many moons ago. It's real handy for parts washing, or if you want to throw a tranny in it, or you don't want to throw stuff in a parts washer, toss it in there. Yeah, it's great for that kind of stuff. It's a little bigger than the parts washer is for dimensions. Chassis, I got another set of chassis, press blocks, whatever. Inside there is 8 compression testers. I do the whole motor at once, not one cylinder at a time. Another speaker. That up there is the valve actuator for the air compressor system. Comes down there. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what's in the cabinet maybe. Not a real lot in this one, other than some spark plugs and some test equipment. Come down here. More electrical and brake stuff. Ooh-wah, do-do-diddy. And let's look in here. This main electrical cabinet here. You got that's a wire, all different gauge, way in the back and everything. Here you got some connectors. Connectors of your choice. Pick your number 9. Okay. I don't know. Whatever. There's so much stuff I have upstairs because there's not room for everything down here. So I stock stuff up there. And then if you got to refill any of these bins, it's kind of handy. Like, for example, the wire loom. I buy that in 100-foot in a box. Per size, whatever. So what I do is I keep some pieces down here, and when you run out of pieces or you need a real long piece, then you got to go upstairs and grab that. So that's kind of what's in the cabinets. And I didn't want I like to be able to sweep under the cabinets, so I actually shimmed them, mounted them all right on the wall, so you can clean underneath them and store crap underneath them. Oxyacetylene, keep it here. It's all stuff for the air system. Now the blaster, the blaster tank thing here, this gets used a lot. A friend actually gave me this thing years ago. It didn't look like this, but he had to sandblast it and paint it and stuff. And dumb me, I had it out in the chicken coop for like 3 years. I never even hooked it up. And he even gave me new gloves for it in the shop even and everything. And when I got it in here and finally started using it, I'm going, oh my God, talk about the stupid award. I should have been using it for years before that. And then to activate the vacuum, where I hooked this right into the central vac, actually I got a video on the central vac if any of you are interested. But this switch here turns on the central vac, and then if you hit the thing here, talk about moon gloves, but that's kind of neat because you don't have to listen to the racket with the vacuum right here now. So, but oh geez, if you ever get to use one of them, do it. They're really nice. Can crusher. Did I need to even say that? Oh my God. And there's some extra material for it in the blaster. The Strut Compressor. I made this many moons ago. It's all handmade. The only thing, I had to buy a can of red paint, otherwise everything else I had here. Nothing too spectacular. Of course the store-bought ones, they're a little nicer, but this is another way I get by, so I can buy things that are more necessary for the place in the business here. This parts washer, I offered that as a service to the customer, pressure washer, to wash their engines, and a lot of them are picky and they like that, so I thought kind of paid for this thing just by pressure washing engines. And of course it's a 220 5 horse, and yeah, this thing really goes like crazy. So nice unit, real happy with that. And if you ever buy a pressure washer, you want the cat pump. I've never touched the pump, and I bought this I think in 2000. And for a pressure washer, you never touch the pump? What? That don't happen. Well, I guess it did. You know what that gadget is. I didn't actually alter anything on that one other than put the big wing nut on for the release. And so the handle stays in there. I guess I duct taped a little noogie on there. The AC machine. This for car stuff, but actually I even use this on the house. I throw a bottle of 22 on there, and then I can charge the shop or the house AC units. And actually I just touched them up this summer to get a little more squirt out of them where it was so warm out. Used parts, some stuff off the last project here we were working on. I might show you that in a second. Gas pump, gas pump, gas pump. I got a video on this build. It's one of my first videos. Not real exciting, kind of boring actually. But yeah, I put this all together, and then yeah, I can hit the go button here. That's your premium fuel flowing through the globe, whatever. It dings every time it comes around. For the gallon, and LED bulb. This is RV storage fluid. It's got a little bit of air in the system, but anyway, that's pumped for it there. I had a gear reduction drill I was going to throw away here, so it's real noisy. It's kind of shot. Perfect for this. Makes it sound like it's really working. So, and I got wheels on it, so I can skate it around. You reset it off this crank thing here. So, yeah. Belts. Storage here. The Miller signs. My one friend, his neighbor worked for Miller, and that's where I've come from. So, this stuff here. And the Napa sign, one of my other friends won this at sign-in at one of the shop auto parts sales things. So, yeah, gave me that. That's kind of neat. Security system. Lots of goodies in here, hey. But, yeah, this is all linked in with the house and everything, too. That took a little bit to do. Oh, and I got the stupid award. I hooked the battery up backwards when I replaced the battery a while back here. That kind of frazzled it, and I'm going like, how could I do that? But I did. Anyway, you can't turn nothing back on that. Down here's the body shop. I sprayed a lot of parts down here. We got your hanging bars for hanging fenders, doors. That's all up there. Central vac unit, that's way the heck over in the corner there, right there, yeah. But I'm not going to do a video down here. I think this video is probably going to be too long now the way it is. Here's my lathe. This gets used actually a real lot. It don't look like it because I got the central vac hooked to that. I can always clean it up right away when I'm done. No, I don't use that a real lot. Actually, I never made a detailed video on that. Maybe I will in the future. But I got a little bit of that on that drill press one, but not much. Oh, that's my yard sprayer. You can hit the top of the silo with that bugger. This is sucks out the fuel tanks for replacing fuel pumps on vehicles. Got my sprayer over there. That's for putting on a Cushman now, so I ain't got to run the big tractor. Come on, buddy. Come on. We're out of here. But anyway, yeah, we'll go through that another time. Hopefully I don't have a customer here. So, come on. Oh. Outski. Yeah, we'll give you a better tour on that next time or something. Oh, dog's watching for who's out there. Oh, somebody. Oh yeah, somebody's here. All right, I gotta shut her down. We'll catch you in a bit here. All right, we're set again. I'll give you a tour of the office. This is some of the projects through the years that I've done. I got shoe boxes full of builds and stuff like that. Let me get a couple lights on here. Yard. Here we go. That might help a little bit. But anyway, this car here, this is my jewel of the whole thing here, I guess I'd call it. I built that in the early 90s, and a lot of stuff for the sensors, and you couldn't buy nothing back then, so I had to figure it all out, how to configure it. Oh, I'm putting a late model Corvette fuel injected engine in it, and I had to figure a lot of stuff out, and that was a real challenge, but I got everything. And I got video on doing this car. It's older, but it's kind of good, and I'm going to put that together for you folks somewhere down the road here, hopefully not too far away. And my burned up case tractor and done. And this is pictures from that project. And I got a video on it if you're interested. So I don't want to bore you with all the yuck, but yeah, I got a few cool signs in here. And the reason why I put the security system in the shop originally was I was worried about this being stolen. So, anyway, that deal there, they brought that thing over. It was a kid's whatever, and he said the battery didn't last, so I put a bike battery in it for him. And these are the backup lights out of my Jeep years ago, because I changed everything over. And I put tail lights in it and everything, and the kid loved it. He stepped on a go pedal the first time, and his neck flew back, or head flew back. Big smile. So that right there made it all worth it. But yeah, that's kind of cool. And I had some car paint mixed up for one of the jobs. So I gave that a quick squirt that was gold or whatever at that time. And I got lights in it where if you throw the switches for the stereo over there, all of that lights up then. So nothing too excitable in here. Oh, the engine analyzer, I think that was from 1939 or something like that. My Uncle George gave me that. And then I kind of restored the bottom half of it, but I left the writing is all original yet. Kind of a cool piece, really. So let's press 1 and continue here. You probably want to see what's in these guys. There is a lot of homemade tools residing in here. Some of them I don't even know what they were for. I'd have to think for a while, but I write on most everything nowadays, because otherwise you forget what they do or what they're for. And a lot of stuff, I ran out of room down here for so many things, so what I've been doing is a lot of stuff gets tossed upstairs now, too, and then I gotta go up and grab a subwoofer for the stereo. Actually, I got a video on the stereo set up here, too. O-rings. You ever, you gotta replace an O-ring, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bins, and you don't have the one you need? Don't that suck? Anyway, McMaster-Carr had this deal here, and it's awesome. So it was not real expensive, and then I just kind of quick taped everything. That's not a good example, that one there, but I quick taped a lot of the drawer or the bags together, so you know what you got in the part numbers, and when you go to replace them, not just threw them all in a drawer, so you know when you're low on one. But that's a nice setup right there if you'd ever be interested. I don't think it was a lot of money either. These are all electronic resistors, capacitors, crap like that. So stuff I stock. Oh, anyway, yeah, polishing compounds. I don't know. So to give you a little bit of a look, because you're probably wondering what's in the box. And bolts, nuts, washers, stuff from the three-wheelers that we've been working on here. It's all metric and all American. And we got the different quality and grade bolts all in here. Stainless is on the far right. jack stand storage. The hoist. This has been totally modified. I spent 2 days on that. I bought it at Christmas time many years ago. And yeah, I did a lot of different stuff on that for modifications. So, and then the central vac here, and this is a purge switch for if you want to really let her rip. If there's a bunch of gravel and crap laying there, you pop it open. And then for the shop security, thermostats for the waste oil stove and for the heating furnace. Everything's got wheels, so you can roll it around on here. So, oh, okay. This goes upstairs. Not too exciting. That gets you upstairs for the second, third floor. And this door here, well, let's see what's in here. Big fan of Mobil 1 oil, as if you didn't gather that. And you know the spray paint, you take the cap off, you don't know what's in there no more, so I make my own labels. Brake fluid, fire extinguishers, another homemade gadget right there for purging out cooling systems. Maybe I'll give you more of an integrated tour sometime of the tools. Pipe fittings, stuff that gets more commonly used is all stored down here. Are you sleeping yet? I suppose you find this boring. And the stupid Jeff talks too fast. Alright, let's go find something else to get into. Well, I don't know. I think I kind of covered everything. Jeez. I don't know. Hope you enjoyed the video. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than, yeah, we're happening. And then they got a little external ringer for the telephone, Radioshack. Big fan of Radioshack years ago. But, yeah. So, I suppose we better call her at that and let you folks get off to another video somewhere. And I want to thank you all for watching. And nice to see you back here again. Throw any suggestions for future videos. I read all them comments and really enjoy them. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Hey tubers, I'm going to show you a neat little tip here that some of you might not be aware of. Now normally when I check somebody's channel instead of home here, I always have it on videos, and you can easily scan down and see all the videos that someone has. But let's say you know they have a video or something they mentioned in a video, which I have in this last one here. So I already, you click on this little magnifier here, and I've already typed in air compressor. Now I'm going to hit the enter button, and look at that. Now you got your air compressor video, comes right up. So anything that I've talked about, if you want to, you just enter in whatever you want to see on that person's channel right here, and lo and behold, it'll come right up. '87 Honda 250 SX. The S stands for shaft drive. Really nice machine. I never knew they even had a reverse on these things. Not speaking of electric start, you know, that's kind of. But yeah, Tommy Martin, I see that one time on his channel. He's got some nice three-wheeler stuff he's always talking about and running and operating and having fun with them. But this one we totally went through everything, pulled the motor right out, a lot of news. Did all the bolts. Girlfriend helps out on it, does a lot of sandblasting, painting the trinkets. This will give you an idea how many parts we replaced. Kind of like, you get done with all of that, it almost reminds me of like I bought the machine new. It's just nice when you turn the key and you go. But yeah, all the brakes, fork seals and fork oil. It's got the original grab bar, original muffler, original toolbox, original rear plastics. So just thought I'd give you a little bit of tour of this thing. I went with a different shock on here though. These things are like, there's no suspension. I don't know if the shock was crap or what, but what I did, I got it sitting on them little wheels. That's to scoot it around in the shop here. When you want to move it around, it makes it way easier. But what I did, I got to show you this quick. To get a nice ride out of it, see that little brass, plug on there? I welded an 1/8 inch pipe collar on there, and then I fill a charge with real fine synthetic oil and a little bit less oil than what it calls for. But sure makes for a nice ride now and a lot of movement on the suspension. But yeah, totally gone through now. Really a fun machine to drive. Drove almost 200 miles to go get this one. Kind of hard to find, I guess. So, but anyway, that's what I've been up to. Once we get the finishing decals, it'll look a little more complete. But yeah, this is what I'm up to when you don't see me for a while working on this guy here. So, thank you all for watching. Hope to get you back here again. Bye-bye.